As Mr. Ed said, I'm Kent Hamilton. I'm from South Georgia, from Norman Park, to be specific. I'm about an hour and a half northeast and more into the vegetable business. We was, as I said, they were row crop farmers, and we wanted to get more into the vegetable business to support me coming into the farming operation. And so we started growing some zucchini squash. We were growing a little bell pepper, just stuff that we could harvest and field pack, and we were taking those to our local farmers market. And one thing kind of led to another. We eventually built a small packing house and went in business with another guy a sales guy that we were selling some stuff to. And we just kind of grew from there as we had money to expand. We added on to the packing house. We put in more, set up more land for plastic. We added labor camps and got more into the vegetable business. And about back in right after 2000, we realized that if we were going to have direct business, meaning be able to deal with chain stores and wholesalers and whatnot and sell direct to them, that we was going to have to get into more of a year-round operation. We just wasn't hardly going to be able to continue to operate. We had invested so much money into Mexico. We invested about land and equipment and containers to ship product back with. We'd invested so much money until we were just upside down. And thought, well, when we get this fertilizer plant up and going where we can really put the fertilizer to it, then what will we make? And that was a mistake, a big mistake. I realized then that if you want to make more crop, doesn't necessarily mean you need to put more fertilizer to it. I saw first to about 2 years ago, after we started fertilizing and all that we did in Georgia down there, our crops just kind of fell apart. It seemed like when we started injecting the fertilizer, it's like the plants didn't like it. Part of the way through the first year, things were going good, but then once we got our fertilizer plant up and going, we went injecting fertilizer and it just wasn't working. Well, I thought, that just can't be. Something's just not right. Well, we tried different things through the years. I went to a different agronomist. He changed a few things, but it was basically the same thing. And I was just at my wits' end. I had farmed all my life, basically listening to what the extension agent said, listening to what the soil sample, the soil lab people had told me, the recommendations they made. And if the recommendations they made wasn't right, well, I was just Mr. Ed and Pete Collins came by and brought me the book, More Food from Soil Science. And I read that book, and in that book, it spelled out a lot, it touched on a lot of different things that I saw in Mexico that they said do or don't do, that I saw, and he specifically said the problems that would arise from that. And those were some of the same problems that I was having. So I got to pursuing that a little more, and we made some changes, and things have really turned around in our operation. We're back in a comfortable financial position. We're growing good quality products. We got good demand for our product. It's just a totally different situation.